The Los Santos Tuners DLC is out now and is extremely fun. This update has brought a dedicated home for the GTA Online car community, new races, new vehicles, and a new business in the auto shop, and missions that serve as mini heists. There is a lot to unpack regarding new content, and Rockstar is notorious for not explaining their game, so hopefully I can help you guys out. Today's video will solely be a guide for the Los Santos car meet, but before I get started, take this as an opportunity to subscribe to my channel for more GTA guides regarding the Tuners update, and drop a like on this video if you found it helpful. Getting started, you're going to want to head over to this location. Once arriving, you're going to have to enter the graffitied warehouse on foot. Per Rockstar tradition, you will watch a cutscene introducing you to the characters involved in this DLC. After this, you should go up to Mimi and purchase the Los Santos Car Meet membership. This is a one-time $50,000 fee and unlocks all the cool features of the car meet. Inside the car meet, no weapons and weaponized vehicles are allowed, making it one of the few safe havens in the game. When talking to Mimi, you have the choice of moving where your car is parked. You'll see to take over the car meet for $50,000, and this allows you to choose the design of the car meet, and you could set it for only specific cars to enter, and it will allot 76 parking spots. There are a few requirements to take over the car meet, and you need a reputation level of 20 to take over as well. With this update, Rockstar rolled out a new reputation progression system that is independent from the existing normal rank system. This is reputation only for the car meet. Well, you may be wondering, how do I gain reputation levels? Luckily, there are many different approaches. Literally anything you do in the car meet earns you reputation. The races, the time trials, upgrading your car, getting a tattoo, buying clothes. We'll go over all of that in a minute, just don't worry. The last thing Mimi has to offer is the members of the LS Car Meet leaderboard. These leaderboards aren't working too great right now as I'm recording this video, but they will probably be up and running soon. Now, as you run around the car meet, you will see a tattoo parlor. And this is actually kind of cool. There's no negative to having a tattoo parlor. The clothing shop is filled with hoodies, t-shirts, race suits, hats, and shoes. Weirdly, there are no pants to buy. These clothes do cost money as well, and some of them require certain reputation levels. Next person to meet up with is this macho man leaning against the hood of his car. He'll allow you to join races and see the leaderboard. You'll notice there is two types of races to choose from, the Pursuit series and the Street series. Both are extremely entertaining and each person has their own preference. Starting off with my personal preference, the Street race. The Street race features 2 to 8 players pitted in a tightly packed circuit that can range from 3 to 100 laps. While competing, look out for the faded checkpoints on your minimap because they offer a faster shortcut, but it does require some risk. The host of this race also has the option to enable no contact, which prevents players from crashing into each other during the race. The only downside of this race, which we will see a pattern of throughout this update, is the low payout. But completing this will reward you with LS Car Meet reputation. The Pursuit race series offers a different style of racing similar to Fast and Furious. These races are extremely chaotic while maxing out at 16 players and not having any laps at all. Once the race starts, you and the other drivers are completely on your own, with there being no waypoint and the checkpoints being extremely spread out. This leaves players to experiment different routes, may cause lanes to be extremely hectic because police will start blocking off the road and they are chasing you at the same time. Now, if you don't know where to go or how to get to the checkpoints, you could just follow other players. The further you progress in the race, the heavier the police presence becomes. Nearing the end of the race, you'll have a 5-star wanted level. Again, these races are very action-packed and thrilling, while their only negative being is, again, the low payout. Continuing to run around the car meet, you'll come across the test ride section. All the cars in this section will be able to test for free. If you decide to take one of these rides for a spin, you'll discover the underground test track for the car meet. The test track is one of my new favorite features in GTA. Down here, you could pretty much do anything from drift around the tight corners, drive as fast as you want, and suffer no vehicle damage. There are randomly puddles scattered around the track. I should also mention the test track can be used in your personal vehicles as well. When entering the test track, you have the option of entering alone or with other players, or starting a private session and inviting friends later. Anytime you want to exit, you could just hold down Y for Xbox, triangle for PlayStation, and F on PC. The test track has 3 game modes built into the area as well. The first game mode is a single player game mode, time trials. The time trial will put your ultimate driving to the test, taking your vehicle around the track, ranging from tight turns to all out turning up from one end to the other. If you want to get better at driving, this is the perfect practice. I recommend cars that have a lot of mobility to them, like sport class cars. Now the other 2 game modes in the test track require at least one other player to start. Going into your interaction menu, clicking LS Car Meet, and scroll down to head to head. Head to head is 2 players only and is a race from one end and back, and eventually, after enough back and forth, there will be a winner. This is extremely fun because it is shorter than a normal race but still requires a certain amount of skill, and not just the fastest car winning. The last mode in the test track is Scramble, where you and your opponent try to collect all the 20 checkpoints as fast as possible. Just like the races you compete in outside the car meet, these game modes inside the test track will earn you car meet reputation. One of the last locations we'll be talking about in the car meet is the prize ride. Located diagonal from the test ride section, the prize ride will be displayed on the slam truck and can be earned by completing the prize ride challenge. The prize ride challenge can be found in your interaction menu. For example, this week's prize ride challenge is to place top 3 in a street race 3 days in a row. I really love this addition because previously the only way players had a chance of getting a free car was at the casino, and more times than not, the lucky wheel did not spin in your favor. Now players can go out and earn their free car. You may also notice a new type of game mode on your interaction menu. Above the prize reward challenge, you'll see Sprint. Sprint is a head-to-head race, but instead of being in the test track, it is actually in free mode. By starting up Sprint, it'll invite all the players nearby in the car meet, and then if someone accepts, you'll be brought outside and a waypoint for a landmark will be set for where you have to race there and race back to the car meet. Even though this race is in free mode, you will not have to worry about players griefing you because you will be passive mode. Lastly, through your interaction menu, you could put new stuff with your car. All the doors, hood, and trunk of your car will have the option to be opened all at once. You could turn on your engine, headlights, and lastly, lower or raise the stance of your car. Now, changing the stance of your car only works for the newer cars in this DLC. Certain cars that have convertible roofs will be able to take them off, and you'll have the ability to lift up the hydraulics if your car has them. In the LS Car Meets mod shop, you can equip low grip tires, which drastically lower the traction of your car. This will make drifting easier and fun if you do know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I am not that skilled yet. Well, that wraps up everything you need to know about the LS Car Meet. There is going to be a ton of more content to cover regarding DLC this week. I'll be making videos about all the new vehicles, the auto shop business, and much more. So I recommend you subscribe and turn on notifications. This way you'll stay informed about the Los Santos Tuners DLC. Drop a comment down below how you feel about this new DLC, and don't be afraid to ask any questions. I'll be glad to clear up anything that I might have missed in the comments. Thank you for watching, and this is BearManGaming signing out and swerving and whipping around Los Santos.